What if I tell you that chasing happiness is actually taking you further away from it? That the more you care about it, the harder it is to reach? Trust me, I know this because I've been struggling with it for years. I think of all the times I've told myself that I'll be happy when a certain time comes or I reach one of my big goals. But when it actually happens, the feeling quickly goes away, no matter how much I try to hold on to it. Yet, I still continue to make the same mistake, chasing a happy, problem-free life, when in reality, I should just be trying less. I recently found out about the backwards law, which states that the more you pursue feeling better all the time, the less satisfied you'll become, as pursuing something only reinforces the fact that you lack it in the first place. Desire is a driving force that pushes us to seek better circumstances. While it can be a powerful motivator, it often carries with it negative emotions such as frustration, impatience, and dissatisfaction. The more we desire something, the more likely we are to perceive our current situation as lacking. Naval Ravikant, an entrepreneur and modern-day philosopher, put it well.
Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want.
Now you can understand why chasing happiness could actually be problematic. It creates a sort of paradox. But how do we achieve happiness then? What does it take to live a more positive life? Well, I think getting rid of the idea of a happy, problem-free life altogether is a great start. Unfortunately, that only happens in movies. I know it sucks, but there is a good explanation for this. Happiness is an emotion, and just like any other emotion, it comes and goes. It can and won't always stay with you, as your feelings are constantly changing throughout the day. Each emotion serves a purpose, even negative ones. The suffering usually shows that something is not right in our lives. It pushes us to make changes and grow. If we actually were happy all the time, we would do nothing and live in delusion because there would be no incentive to change. We wouldn't progress and everything would seem fine as it is, even if it actually wasn't. So whenever you feel down, try to understand why and see if there's something that you can learn from it. It's also important to remember that two people, while in the exact same situation, could feel completely opposite. One could be happy and grateful, while the other could be miserable, thinking he deserves a lot more. That shows that the most important piece of the puzzle is within us. It's the way we look at the world. Instead of relying on external factors for our happiness, we should be looking for internal peace. At the end of the day, it's not about doing and achieving more. It's about wanting less and appreciating everything around you. Too often, we make the mistake of acknowledging what we really had only when it's gone. Because no matter where you are in life, there will always seem to be at least one more thing you need to be completely happy, but it's always an illusion. Less desires will lead to less complications and dissatisfaction, which will in turn bring more moments of enjoyment. These are the moments during which you forget about the past and stop worrying about the future. When you accept reality for what it is, instead of constantly thinking about how you would want it to be, any moment like that will be a happy moment. The less expectations we have and the smaller our ego is, the better off we'll be. Of course, it's much easier said than done, and it will be a lifelong journey, but at least you'll know you're going in the right direction.